There's this incredible conflict playing out inside every single one of us right now. It's the relentless pace of our modern world, fighting against your body's ancient natural clock. So today, we're diving into this clash between what we're calling the perpetual city and our biological time.
And it all boils down to this one question. It sounds simple, right? What happens when the city never sleeps, but you have to? But the answer? Oh, it is incredibly complex. We've built a world that is all about constant motion, but we ourselves are creatures of rhythm and rest. Let's unpack that tension.
So, first up, let's meet one of the main characters in this story, the modern city. It's a human invention of just incredible power and scale.
I mean, really think about it. From the blue light of your phone late at night to the grocery store that's open at 3 a.m., we have literally engineered an environment that completely defies the natural cycle of day and night. It's a world that promises us endless opportunity, endless productivity, all powered by, well, the flick of a switch. This city time, as we're calling it, it has a few key features. For one, it's linear. It just keeps moving forward, relentlessly. It's not governed by the sun anymore, it's governed by electricity and artificial light. It demands that we are constantly on, and it totally ignores the planet's ancient natural cycles.
Okay, so now let's bring in the second character in this drama, and this is one you know intimately. It's your own body and its ancient internal clock.
And listen, this isn't just some poetic metaphor. This is a biological reality. Long before there were smartwatches or even electric lights, our bodies evolved this incredibly sophisticated system for keeping time, a system that is literally hardwired into our DNA.
And there's a scientific name for it, of course, the circadian rhythm. Think of it as your body's master clock. It's located right in your brain, and it manages a huge range of things, from when you feel sleepy to when you feel sharp and alert, all by taking its cues from the light in your environment.
So what does this rhythm actually feel like day to day? Well, that rush of cortisol around 7 a.m., that's your body's natural alarm clock shouting, time to get up. Then you hit peak alertness around 10 a.m., perfect time for that big project. And that melatonin that starts kicking in at night, that's your body's signal to start winding down. See, it's not random at all. It's a finely tuned biological schedule.
So, we have these two incredibly powerful forces. On one side, the relentless artificial time of the city. On the other, the ancient biological time of our bodies. What happens when they're forced to occupy the very same space? The same person?
It becomes a battle, a real battle. The city says, hey, you got to answer that email at 11 p.m., but your body is already trying to produce melatonin to help you sleep. The city says, pull an all-nighter, you can do it, while your body's programmed to use that time for repair and rest. It is a daily clash for control.
And when you put them side by side, the contrasts are they're stark. Biological time is cyclical, right? It's rhythmic, like the seasons. City time is just a straight, unending line. One is governed by the sun, the other by the power grid. Our biology prioritizes rest to recover. The city demands constant activity. It's literally ancient ingrained wisdom versus a very modern imposition.
And that's exactly what it feels like, isn't it? This isn't some abstract idea. It's a tug-of-war happening inside you every single day. And who wins that battle? Well, that determines how you feel, how you perform, and, ultimately how healthy you are. Now, this constant battle, it leads to a really fascinating and frankly a pretty counterintuitive result that we're calling the productivity paradox. I mean, this is the basic logic of city time, right? It makes sense on the surface. More hours logged should equal more work done. We've got lights, we've got coffee, we can push through the night. So shouldn't our output be higher than it's ever been?
But here's the wild thing. The data actually tells us the complete opposite is true. When we work with our biological rhythms, doing those heavy thinking tasks when we're naturally alert, our performance is sky high. But when we try to just power through, fighting our own biology, our performance, our creativity, even our decision making, it all takes a nosedive. So here's the bottom line. This is the crucial point. We think we're gaining some kind of edge by ignoring our body's clock. But what we're actually doing is trading our biological prime time for this constant state of kind of mediocre performance. We're working more hours, but we're accomplishing less. And we're paying for it with burnout and exhaustion.
So, where does that leave us? What do we do with this information? Well, understanding this conflict pretty much forces us to start rethinking our entire relationship with time itself.
We romanticize it, don't we? The whole idea of burning the midnight oil, of a city that's buzzing with energy at 3 a.m. It sounds cool, but maybe it's time we really question that story. What is the real, human cost of this relentless, perpetual motion that we've created?
And that's the big question to leave you with. Instead of trying to force our ancient biology to conform to our very modern cities, what if we flipped that? What if we started to design cities, workplaces, and even lifestyles that actually respected our biology? What would that world even look like? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.